Today we'll be doing something called the uh, questions, 3 questions from one of your classmates, which I think is quite relevant. All right. I think it's found inside the workbook one. All right. So I just want to go through it. All right. And after that, we'll go through the worksheet. And this time around, the worksheet, oh my goodness, Angela, Evan, Hannah, Ian, Nikki, Owen, Tammy, Sito, all did their work. And guess what? A lot of you actually try to submit the solution. People like Hannah, Ian, Nikki, I think Tammy also, right? And Evan. Yeah. So thank you for trying to submit your solution. Thank you so much. You did well. All right. And actually, I thought that today is the last lesson before the week, right? Nobody do homework one, right? But not true. Everybody interested to do homework. Wow, my goodness. As in the worksheet lah. Really, I'm super impressed with you guys. All right. If I have enough vouchers, I will give everybody. All right. I hope. Okay, come. Let's talk a little bit about the extra questions. All right. So down here, right, is one of the question. I think it's inside the workbook one. All right. That is asked by one of your classmates now here. You are given this particular expression. All right. You are given this particular expression. And guess what? You're supposed to write it in this format. All right. You're supposed to write it in this format. Children, can you see something about this format? Hey, got brackets, you know. Got brackets, you know. Brackets means this is a high chance that it is being factorized. Do you understand? It has been factorized. Can you see? So this portion is not being factorized. This portion is being factorized. So you're supposed to do what? Factorize lah. All right. But this one is a little bit difficult. A little bit difficult. Why? Why? Because, right, this question, they want you to factorize out the division. They want you to factorize out the over 5. Can you see not? They want you to take out the over 5. So this one is a little bit difficult. Okay, so I'm going to teach you this. I'm going to teach you this. Children, come. So the first step you need to do, right, if you want to take out the fraction, right, the first step, right, this one you write as over 1 first. Okay? All right. Since they want to factorize out the over 5, right, down here, you have to give it a multiplication of 5. On top also must times 5, equivalent fraction. All right. So minus 8 times 5 is actually minus 40 AXY. Fair? Over 5. Correct? Plus 7A squared Y over 5. Can you see something already? Can you see something? Can you see? Can you see that both party, right? Both party got the over 5. Are you happy? Yes, you are happy. So what? You take out the over 5, lor? Can. You can factorize out the over 5 also. Can. Right, learn to factorize out the fraction. Hey, children, look some more. Look some more. Down here got A. Down here got AA. So A is the common, right? A is the common. You take out 1A, lor. Can you see? Can you see? All right. Down here is Y. Down here is Y. You take out the common, lor. You put the Y down here, lor. Can you see? Okay. Is that okay? Okay, Then, what are you left with? You are left with a bracket. And you're supposed to put the remainder items in the bracket. The over 5 all take out already, right? The over 5 all take out already. So you're left with the minus sign. You're left with 40. Because 40 and 7, there's no common. You're left with an X. Can you see? Then you're left with this plus sign. And you're left with the 7. A squared means A times A, right? A times A, you took out 1A. So you're left with another A down here. And the Y take out already. Can you see? Can you see? Can see, right? Okay. So, what do you know? What do you know down here? All right, what do you know? All right, you know that this portion, you can actually represent it as a Y over 5. And you purposely put a 7A in front. 7A minus 40x. Ta-da! Ta-da-da-da-da-da! Ta-da! Oh, sorry. Can you see now? Can you see now? Can you see now? So that you will have a fair comparison with the question, which is a what? Look at the question. The question say hey what? Hey, H-A-Y, hey, right? Over 5. Bracket 7A plus. kx, right? Can you see not? This is what the question wants. All right. So if you make a fair comparison, can you see that 7 and 7 is here? A is here. All right. This minus 40, right? This minus 40 belongs to who? It belongs to a k lor. Can you see not? Because the x and the x, right? So you can conclude saying that k is equal to negative 40. Ta-da! Woohoo! Yan, understand not? Yan, are you there? Speak to me, Yan. Yan. Okay, got thumbs up. All right. But the next thing is down here. The H is here, the A is here, the H is here. But there's no H. There's no H. Don't panic. No H, right? Just write a 1 in front. 1 AY cannot. Like that also can. All right, so in this case, your H is equal to 1 lor. Cannot, children. 1 AY is the same as AY, right? All right, but they want you to have a H down there. Force you to have a H down there. Just put a 1 lah. All right, so you make a comparison. Okay or not? Not too bad, right? All right, so today you learn something extra thanks to Yan. All right, that's the beauty of having a class, you see. You all learn from each other, you know? And people ask very good question, like Yan, ask very good question. All right, how to do? At least everybody learn. All right, I never did this question with you all. I never, right? You see? Everybody learn. Thank you, Yan. Thank you so much. All right, so that is the way to do it. Is that okay, children? Okay, Okay, come. Hey, Nikki, you're sick, Hey, hello, you're going to KL Genting, right? Can you please, eat some vitamin and, don't get sick? Oh, please stay healthy, You're going to, this is the holiday, Holiday is the best time to have fun. All right. When can you be sick? During school day, lah. You must time properly, lah. My goodness. School day take MC, right? Holiday you sick. It's a lose what? Correct or not? Okay, I never say that. I never say that. Okay, I never say that. Don't tell your daddy and mommy saying that. Best time to get sick is during school days. Don't say that. All right, don't sabo me. Actually, he did very nicely already. Right, he did most of the important part already. All right, so let me just check his working to see whether correct or not. So they say that the sequence, the same number is being subtracted. So he says it's minus 7, minus 7, minus 7, minus 7, minus 7, it becomes 13 is correct. Correct. All right, that's the way to do it. All right. Another way of, actually he did it in a better, okay. So down here, he actually did something called, no, I thought he did try and error, but he's quite smart. He never do try and error. Look, he take 41 minus 13 equal to 28. That's called the differences. And he found that there are how many gaps? 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gap, 4 gaps. Can you see not? So there are 4 gaps. So he divided by 4 gaps here. Oopsie. So he divided by 4 gaps here. All right, and that's why every gap is a 7. So correct. He went to check. Minus 7, 34, minus 7, 27, minus 7, 20. Perfect. Beautiful answer, Ian. Thank you so much. All right, very good answer. Okay, and he's supposed to write down the expression, right? So he used the A plus N minus 1D, correct? All right, so actually in Ian's worksheet, right? In Ian's the suggested solution, right? I saw what he's doing also. He's doing like what Nikki did that time. All right, he's trying to write all this. This is like first level constant lah. All right, he's doing all this also, just to let you know. All right, I saw it in his work. I'm very happy. All right, so he'll write that this particular pattern is second level constant lah, So he'll write out all this information is equal to A plus N minus 1D. All right, so all this, right, let me tell you, children, if you keep writing out, right, you don't have to memorize. Why? Your finger will actually remember it. You know that? All right, your finger, because you write it out so many times already, it becomes a very physical thing. It becomes a very habitual thing. You will just keep writing it. All right, so it becomes your fingers kind of having a memory like that. Oh, that's scary, right? Imagine you got one brain, then your fingers got brain itself. Whoa, my goodness. All right, anyway. So down here, he substitute the A as a 41 and the differences as a minus 7. Can you see that? He bracketed some more. Very good. All right. And he put it in front, minus 7A, and down here he times in is a plus. Very good. And therefore, the answer is 48 minus 7N. All right. Hey, but here, just to let you know, right, I will do something called a check. All right. Nikki also like to do check one. All right. So you can follow Nikki's good habit also. So term n is equal to 48 minus 7n, right? So maybe you just do a check. For example, this is called term 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look for term 5. Whether is it the right answer or not? Minus 7 bracket 5. What is 48 minus 35? Woohoo! It's 13. It's 13. You got it. It's correct. All right. That means this answer is doubly confirmed correct. And you will secure the 2 marks. Or Yan, this is just an extra thing which I hope that you can do in future. All right. Hello, Tammy. Sorry, you just turned on your camera, so I just saw. All right. Okay, next, part C. This type of question very irritating. Explain one. This type of question. I don't like it. Because now the math, right, is moving to all this explanation one. All right, they want you to prove lah. They want you to show lah. They want you to explain lah. Yeah, very troublesome one. Then you must write a compo out of it, you know. All right, very irritating. Okay, maybe not a compo lah. Okay, not a compo, but you got to write something. Can? Okay, come. Explain why minus 201 is not a term of this sequence. So negative 201, right, is actually a what? All right, is actually the answer. All right. And this answer, all right, is not a part of the sequence. All right, it's not a part of the formula. You can say it that way. Right, how do you show that? How do you show that? Okay, so down here, right, you need to say, right, you need to show, you need to say that, okay, sure, I'm going to start off with term n equal to 48 minus 7n. And this portion, right, is actually asked in part B, right? So it is relevant to use it. And minus 201 is like the answer. You're supposed to put it down here, minus 201. Equal to what? 48 minus 7n. You must go and find the term number. Whether got such thing or not, I don't know. Minus 7n, I bring it across, becomes a plus 7n. 48 is stuck down here. Minus 201, I bring it across, is plus 201. So 7n is equal to what? Let's see. Let's see, can get a number that can divide or not. Equal to 249. Right? N is equal to 249 divided by 7. Right? I'm trying to solve for n. Cannot. It's actually 35 and 4 over 7. Can you see or not? So children, where got such thing? This is called term 1. This is called term 2. This is called term 5. Where got term 35 and 4 over 7? Can you see now? Where got such thing? Don't have. All right. So you have to show this step, children. You have to show this step. Right? You have to show the purple one. And then you have to conclude. Therefore, negative 201 is not a term of this sequence as n, or you can say the term number as the term number must be a positive integer. As the term number must be a positive integer. Means that it must be a positive, a solid number. It must be like term 3, term 7, term 20. It must be a solid number. It cannot be a 35 and 4 over 7. It cannot be. All right, so Ian, your answer should be this one, the purple portion, and the explanation should be the purple portion down here. Yeah, just so irritating. Yeah, I know. All right, the explanation question is always very irritating one. All right, and again, right, I don't think your teacher got a standard answer. Maybe your teacher got a standard answer, but many of you can present it differently. Then it's up to your teacher's discretion to mark whether are you correct or not. That's why it's very irritating. I don't like, but no choice lah. Oh, children. Oh, yes, Nikki, you raise your hand.
I think explanation questions are also, I remember they're also in science. I think it's like subjective. There's no definite correct answer. It's how the student explains it.
Correct. And for science, right, explanation question, you done it in primary school. Come on. Primary school, they always ask you to explain. They always ask you to state. They always ask you to have all this instruction, right? It's all written. But math, come on. It's about numbers, what? Sorry, I'm just arguing for your sake. All right. And science, you can write out the definition. They'll ask you, hey, what is the definition of photosynthesis? What is the use of chlorophyll? Something like that. You can write out all this. It's supposed to be a qualitative kind of, qualitative means a wording kind of subject. But math, come on. You ask me to explain what? You ask me to explain what is an irrational number to you? Imagine your question 1. Explain irrational